Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just a second. All right. All right. My first question to you guys is, can you hear me and can you guys see me okay? That's the first thing I need to know. Can you guys hear me and see me okay? Let me know. Good morning, Stacy. We got Bill. We got Kevin. Good, 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 good. Yep, I'm still in South Florida. I'll be leaving tonight at 5:30. I just want to make sure you guys could hear me okay, and obviously you guys could see me. I'm not at home. I figured this background would be a little nicer than than looking at the hotel room. Good. I'm glad you guys could hear me. Let's begin. We got Stacy here. We got Bill. We got Kevin. We got Cheese Grade Trader. We got Ivano, Cifazio. We got Jean. We got Ray, JB, Dave, Mark. Piet DeBrock, Brian, Lewis, Pete, Sassy Trainer, Terrence, Penny. Good morning, Penny. John, Rick, James, Dave, Krish, Kevin, David, Bugs. Good morning, Bugs. Thomas, Stan, Richard from Puente Gorda, Robert, Jody, Jill, Charlie Clyde, Vernon, Arnulfo, Walt, Matt, Joy, Sean. I keep calling you Joy, but it's Sean. Eduardo, Flying Ronan, Roddy. Good morning, Roddy. Claude, thank you for the nice emails over the weekend, Roddy. Robert, Mike, Ira, Javad, Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. Wesley, Randy, John, Angie, Illinois grain farmer, Greg, Deanna, Waterford, Harold, Barry, Richard, Steve, Naples fan, Wade, Warren, Clay. Good morning, Richard. Good luck with with that ticket today. Gregory, Rihanna, Ray, Ivan, Sandra, Yuri, Cam. Good morning, Cam. I hope you had a good weekend. And Raleigh, I hope you're doing well as well. Steve, I know Raleigh's there in the background somewhere. I know he is. Steve, Wayne, Stacy, Matt, Bill, and Gustavo. Good morning, Gustavo. I know you and Jax are back there somewhere as well. We got Wayne, we got Stacy, we got Matt, we got Bill, we got Karen, we got Mike, we got Claude, we got Brian, David, Kevin, Ivano, Devin, Jody. Good morning, Alexander. Milliseconds after notification, 100 watching, 50 likes. Thank you, Alexander. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Sandra, David, Clay, Eduardo, David, Deanna, Dave, Rick, Wesley, John, Harold, Warren, Naples fan. We got a lot of people here, is what we got. Anukumar, Omar. Good morning, Omar. I posted Omar sent me his entire spreadsheet of all of his trades and everything. I gave you guys the summary yesterday in the doc. I posted it in the Telegram channel. Thank you, Omar, and I hope you're recovering. I hope you're recovering well. Let me go back here. I missed some names here. We got Ira, Hopium, Vertuvian, Randy, Walt, Don, William. Good morning, William, and thank you for the nice card. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Pied DeBrock, Jill, Steve, Sergey, Henry, Genevieve, Duzzy, William, Bancroft, Rig, JB, Armin, Peter, Floho, Floho. Good morning, Floho. Joel, Deanna, Cam, Junior. Junior's in the house. Kevin, another Kevin. We got two Kevins, two different Kevins. Both are great guys. Chad, Linda, Lori, Bobby, James, Shamens. Good morning. Julio, Henry, David, Next Gen, Kevin, Gumar, John, Ronaldo, Jay Blazer, Dave, and yes, congratulations. And I think, folks, you may want to congratulate me. Today is my 24th year wedding anniversary. Today is 24 years. I've known my wife for over 25 years, but today is 24 years since I've been hitched. Can you imagine that? 24 years. We're going to celebrate tomorrow when we get home. We're here for business, not for pleasure, for work, not for pleasure. But 24 years. It's been the best 24 years of my life. Thanks, Yuri. Thank you, John. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, all right. So first things first. Let me give you guys a couple of links here. Here we go. So let me get this for you here. Oh, this is a pain in my butt. Hold on. Hold on one second. One second. I don't want additional access. I just want this. I wish I had my third screen here. There we go. All right. Real quick before we begin, here is the link to the VIP room. I have a very special agenda today. I'll be working from here, but I have a very special agenda for you guys. Here is the link for the VIP room. And oh, why is life so difficult? There we go. And here's the link for customer service live. As soon as I can get that. Geez, it's so hard navigating with two screens. I'm too spoiled. Here we go. This is the Cam and Gustavo show. The Cam and Gustavo show is on every day from 10 to 1 p.m. They really do a big job of helping me out, so I want you guys to know about them. If you have questions that I can't answer, they are an amazing resource, okay? Now, let me tell you what I'm going to be doing in the VIP room today. I'm going to talk about how to tag your trades. If you're not tagging your trades, and I'm going to explain to you how I tag my trades, okay? Actually, Penny over the weekend asked me about this, and I gave her an answer, and I thought, you know what? This would be a great topic to teach everybody today. So I appreciate you kind of making me think about it, Penny. Very nice of you. So I'm going to talk about how to tag correctly. And you know what I'm going to use as a demonstration to show you how to tag correctly? I'm going to use pit trades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill three birds with one stone. I'm going to show you directional, non-confirming pullback trades. I'm going to show you directional, non-confirming breakout trades. Then I'm going to show you directional, confirming pullback trades. And I'm going to show you directional, confirming breakout trades. I'm going to show you how to tag them differently. Okay. Then I'll go over straddles and strangles. And again, because people have been asking me about strangles and straddles. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about more about time spreads. And one of the reasons why I want to talk about straddles and strangles is because I'm going to show you the criteria that I use. And then I'm going to try after the next incarnation of Data Miner, which will probably happen within the next month. I'm going to put the strangle straddle module in there as well. That way we won't have to look for this formula that I'm going to teach you today. So if you've ever wanted to come into a room and really learn something, really learn, I'm going to be talking about how these are the trades I use to generate 94% win rate. If you want to see how I do them, they're all going to be swing trades, maybe but they're all going to be swing trade setups. You don't want to miss the VIP room today. It's going to be a really important show. Real important show. And again, here's the link for the VIP room. We're going to get started right now. Okay. Just wanted to, got plenty of things to talk about. Plus, I don't have to leave. I could spend more time with you. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go to work since I'm already at work. Okay. Here's this. Sorry, folks, taking me a little longer because I'm juggling with two screens. So here's VIP room. And here is customer service live once again. Please do not miss it. You would be, I'm really fired. I had a great weekend. I'm really fired up today. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. So, okay, first things first. What day of the week is it? It's Monday. Good morning, Seth. Good morning, Martin. Good morning, everybody who's just coming in here right now. Manuel, Diamond Jen, Steve, Lawrence. Please give us thumbs up if you guys don't mind. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'll bet you it got me today too. Let's see where I'm at. I'll bet you I'm on 720 right now. Let's take a look. Nope. Oh, 1080. Good. Last week I was at 720. Make sure you're right here, 1080p. Go to the gearbox, bottom right, go to the gearbox. Make sure you're at 1080p, not on auto. Auto, it gives them the license to download you. And while you're there, give us one thumbs up one time if you guys are getting a benefit from this show. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Afshin, Stefan, Mark. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I'm spoiled with at home too, but here I only have two screens. I'm not going to bring three. It's too much, too heavy. Okay, so the market is up really good today. Now I'm going to warn you, and I'm going to talk a little bit out of sync today because it's important. Um, the market is up today because of of the catalyst. Remember how I always tell you guys catalysts, where today you will understand why knowing catalysts is really, really important. Because if you don't know what the catalysts are, you won't be able to do this analysis. So I'm just going to I'm going to go into a different rhythm today. I'm going to change my trajectory because this is really an important point I want to make. Okay. So you see how the NASDAQ is up 200 points? Well, if you come here and you look at the market just like this, you're going to think the market is really, really strong. But if you were to, and we're going to cheat a little bit because we need to cheat a little bit today. But if you were to look at the catalysts, you would see why the market is up so big. The market is up so big because AMD, which is going to, when I ask you what the catalyst today, I'm kind of giving it to you ahead of time because this is the crux of today's session. AMD is up 24%. AMD is one of the biggest stocks in SMH. I think the third or fourth or fifth. And it's one of the biggest stocks in the QQQ. It has a huge market cap. So you have Micron, you have AMD, and you have Tesla up. You're seeing a very, very small number of stocks up a lot. These catalysts are causing the market to be up this much. See, the Dow is only up 100 points, right? And the QQQE, here, I'm going to do this right now. QQQE, here, let's look at RSP. Equal weighted SPY is only a 0.40 when you take the market away, right? And QQQE is flat. So if you did not know if you did not know the stuff that I teach you every day, and if you just looked at this and if you avoided the catalyst, you would think the market is really uppity. And you would start making your decisions based on the fact that the NASDAQ is up 200 points. But if you know the things that I teach you, as we're about to go through the catalyst, you would be able to see before the market opens that this rally is a complete distortion of reality. It's causing a few stocks to be up. The majority of stocks are overextended again, and we're nowhere near. The market is not really reflecting this. So it's really important to understand catalysts because if you didn't know that AMD and Micron and Tesla are up like crazy this morning, then you would think this is broad based. This is limited to three stocks. Folks, I'm going to say this again. This is limited to three stocks. The equal weighted SPY and the QQQE, they're not even up on the day beyond random. So do you guys understand? If you guys didn't think or didn't know why I give you catalysts, today would be the most monumental reason why I tell you what the catalysts are every day. Because of our analysis and because we look at catalysts, we can easily look at this and we could say, yeah, it's up 200 points, but it's not up 200 points really. It's up 200 points because of this. And as soon as this baby gives up, ouch. Do you guys understand the relevant? Do you guys? I'm trying to give you an actual example of how important and why we use catalysts every morning when we come here, and why when you give me the wrong catalyst, you're just shooting yourself in the foot because your whole analysis of why something is happening is going to be completely distorted. That's why I get so agitated and so aggravated when you guys give me the wrong catalyst, because you're going to be looking at something that has no impact on the market and thinking it has every impact on the market. And I don't want you to do that. So today we're shifting our catalysts, and I'm kind of giving them to you a little earlier because but for the catalysts, this would be flat. And you wouldn't be so happy in doing the chuka chuka dance this morning, thinking the NASDAQ is up 200 points. Now, before I continue, does everybody understand what I'm saying right now? I just want to make sure you guys are understanding what I'm saying right now. Okay? Let me know. Let me know if you guys understand what I'm saying right now. One second. All right, let's go get out of here for a second. Okay. Right. It's great for AMD, but most of us are not long AMD. So if you're not long AMD and if you're not long chips or Tesla, you're not going to get impacted by this rally, or you may get negatively impacted by this rally. I'm just letting you know. So now we can move into everything else. I wanted you guys to understand that here you are, you come in the morning, you see the Nasdaq up 200 points, you're like, "Oh my God, the world peace has been restored. Everything is okay." No, it's because AMD is there's a rumor of an AMD. That's it. That's the reason why. Don't make more out of it than it is. So unless you're trading AMD, this doesn't really apply to you. But you would have no way of knowing that if you didn't know what the catalysts are this morning. So I'm actually explaining to you how important it is to know what's driving the market. Otherwise, you would just think the market's just doing really, really great, and you may end up making decisions as a result of this that will not benefit you 1%. Okay? Very, very, very important. Okay? So just wanted you guys to understand. A lot of people will get FOMO because of this. Well, guess what? It's limited to 3 stocks, so take it easy. Okay, let's look at the bond market. What's the bond market doing? Uh-oh. We have a couple of uh-ohs today. What's one uh-oh? It's Monday. What kind of a day usually is Monday? Monday's usually profit-taking rotation day. Okay, that's one strike against this rally. Okay, what about I didn't say that, Gulfstream. Listen to what I say very, very carefully. And if you're not 100% sure and you didn't hear what I said, here's the replay to this video, and you can watch it. I didn't say that. I didn't say that AMD is a false catalyst. I never said that. I said that unless you're trading AMD, Micron, chip stocks, or Tesla, you're not going to feel the impact of this 200-point rally because it's limited to those stocks. So don't think this is a broad market rally. The market's going great. That's all I said. I did not say anything about NVIDIA being a false catalyst. I am extremely specific when I speak. I am extremely specific when I speak. You don't have to interpret anything I say. I'll chew it and put it in your mouth for you, okay? All right. So, do you see the bond market, folks? This is not happiness. The bond market's down 0.70 ticks. Do you think this is really beneficial for the stock market? No. 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 So unless you have AMD or chip stocks or Tesla today or crypto stocks, you're probably not going to see the impact of it because look what the bond market's doing. Remember, we thought it was going to be an A line here and it was going to break out to the upside, and I thought the stock market was going to go up with it. Well, guess what? Red flag. Red flag. Arnulfo, I think that's on your end. Am I still frozen? Hey guys, am I still frozen? Or you guys could see me okay? Can you guys see me and hear me right now? Or am I still frozen? Let me know. Let's see. Okay, I'm back. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm up. Okay, I'm good. Okay, good. All right, gold market. What's the gold market doing? The gold market is breaking out. I like this. Now, remember what I told you that I don't think you need to rush. I think the gold market, you see where it is right now? I think it's getting ahead of itself. I would be buying gold along this line right now. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, good, 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 good. Please let me know if I freeze again because I have no way of knowing it and I'm on a wireless connection. You see this right here? This price action right here on gold? You see how I'm just extending this line right here? This is where I would be buying gold. I would be buying gold not here, but right here. I know the difference is not significant, but at 3,900 versus 3,800. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks. I appreciate it. Good. Good, 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 good. All right. So I think we can like just chill a little bit with the gold market and let it come to us. Now, if you're long gold stocks and the stocks are looking good, that's fine. I'm not going to say no to that. But actual physical gold, I want to see us come down at least to the A line and possibly right above this line, the quarterly anchored VWAP. Okay. Okay. All right. US dollar. What's the US dollar doing? Looks to me now, you may think the US dollar is breaking out, but I don't think so. I think the US dollar is going to stay in this range. For the US dollar to break out, we're going to have to get above this area right here. We tried getting above 98.26 a few times. We couldn't do it. Okay. We couldn't do it. So this is the level that I'm looking for a breakout until we have I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to make it like that. Okay. Because truthfully, we've been going all the way up here. So I'm not really seeing anything beyond random right now. Okay. Crude oil. Crude oil. Crude oil seems like it wants to come back up here into the range. It doesn't look like this is a false breakout. This is already the second day. We're at the 8-day EMA. One of two things is going to happen. We're going to continue coming right back up to this area right here, or we're going to pull down and come back hard. For us to pull back hard, I want us to break below this level right here, which would put us at, if we break this area, I would be shorting energy stocks. Because that's a non-confirming breakdown. And then I want it to break down again and confirm this level. Okay. That'll be a confirming breakdown. So if we confirm this breakdown, I will go short. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is making, and I think this is hold on a second, daily nearby. I think Bitcoin is making a higher high. I warned you about this, and I told you last week that this was the breakout. This was the confirmation. Remember, I told you I spent a bunch of time Friday. If you guys remember on Friday, I spent a whole bunch of time on Friday explaining to you that this is a confirmation. Remember, Friday was before the open, and I said, I don't know what it'll do, but if during market hours, this will be the low, that's a confirmation. This is a breakout, that's a confirmation. Okay. That's a good bar to trade on, but I would wait for us to come up to here again. I wouldn't be so hasty. I would wait for us to come either to the 8-day moving average right here or back to the 121 200 area. I wouldn't go chasing this. Okay? I wouldn't go chasing this. Again, I know we have a lot of people coming in here right now. So let me go ahead and give you a link for VIP room real quick. This is the link for the VIP room. I will be talking about different type of trades, how to tag trades, how to use trades in the pit, and here's customer service live. Thank you guys. You guys are great. I'm getting a lot of folks coming in here. Today's going to be a session you do not want to miss. I repeat, today's going to be a session you do not want to miss. And if you haven't given us a thumbs up, please do. It helps the rankings. Okay, let's talk a little bit about China. And then we'll start talking about small caps and the stock market. And I'll take a look at small caps again. I looked this morning. Where's my notepad? Oh, hold on a second. Got my notepad here. I only found one small cap stock that I liked this morning. So I want to take a look at it again with all of you together here. Okay. So China's cooling off. We're right at the 8-day EMA. Next couple of days, we're going to be paying attention to this area right here. We're right at the 8-day EMA. So we want to see if we bounce off of this and come back up. Now, there's a lesson here. I will next gen. In just a few minutes, I'll talk about it. So there's a lesson here. The lesson is, remember what I just taught you about? Do you guys remember what I just told you about? Um, do you guys remember what I told you about for um, crypto? Crypto broke out, right? Look, crypto broke out, right? And now we're waiting for it to come back down, right? Okay, look at China. China broke out, and look at where China is right now at the 8-day EMA. So now when it crosses back above this line right here, we have a confirmation pullback breakout. Okay. So what I want to see on why am I talking about China and Bitcoin in the same paragraph? I'm talking about China and Bitcoin in the same paragraph because I think that's from over the weekend next gen. That was from Friday's news. I think Japan was up 4.5%. I'm not sure if it's up that much right now, but let's continue this. Um, so you see what's going on with China. It broke out, and now it's coming back to the 8-day. And now I would wait for it to go to test this area right here and break out again. That's what I want to see on Bitcoin. I want to see Bitcoin come down for 2, 3 days, come down to this area, and then come up again. So I'm just showing you. I'm using China to show you what I want to see on Bitcoin. You understand? They're not excuse me, they're not related in any way, shape, or form. I'm simply, I'm simply, and I apologize. I don't have a lot of light in here, so my face is a little muddy, or it look like I have an extra suntan or orange. It's not. It's just I don't have the light in here that I need. It's a little too early, but you guys could hear me and see me okay. So I want to see this type of pullback and then a reaction back up. Okay. And the same thing with Bitcoin. I want to see it come down here, and China's already here, but I want to see a reaction back up. Okay. Very, 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 very important. Very, very important. Okay. All right. All right. Now let's move to the stock market. Okay. Fed data. Not much Fed data today, right? We got some auctions. And again, that's another reason why, aside from AMD, chips, and Tesla, I'm not really seeing huge catalysts right now. Um, and we'll talk about all of that. Tomorrow, we got international trades and goods and services. Remember, the government is still shut down. And I'll talk about what will come, won't. But we do have Fed speakers. We have we got a lot of Fed speakers this week. We do have Powell talking, and not all Fed data is going to be stopped. Okay, a lot of people think that all Fed data is going to be stopped. That's not the case, and I'll talk about that in a minute. First things first, put to call ratio. Put to call ratio is not really showing aggressive selling or buying right now. Okay, we're kind of in the middle of a range. I'm not seeing any crazy buying pressure, anything like that. Let's wait till the end, and I'll give you the small caps at the end. It'll be better for you because we could potentially have some more small caps. Okay, so let's just wait with the small caps. I think instead of me giving them to you in the beginning, I'd rather give them to you in the end because now we have another hour to see what pops. Okay, I think it just makes more sense because they're more time sensitive. So me giving them to you in the beginning doesn't make any sense because we're trading them at 9:30. I might as well give them to you right at 9 o'clock. So we got a little more. So we're on the same page, right? I'm just trying to make your life better and help you make more money. Okay. All right. So put the call ratio, not really doing anything crazy. Let's look at VIX. Remember last week I was very concerned that the VIX was not going below the 50-day moving average. I'm still really concerned. The VIX is not breaking down, folks. Notice the stock market continues making higher highs, but the bond market is breaking down. The bond market is breaking down. That's a third of a basis point. That's not a small move for bonds. We have a gap here. That's red flag for stocks, okay? And then volatility is not going down. Folks, when stocks make new highs, volatility typically goes right here. It's not going up there, and that's a big red flag. So let's talk a little bit about this red flag right now. Okay. Okay. So let's see what's really moving. Right here, you could see the QQQE. Yeah, exactly, Penny. I think it's better for everybody because usually I do them in the morning and then everybody keeps thinking about them the whole hour and then they're too focused on them. This way, if I give them to you in the end, well, that'll be the end. I don't want you guys thinking about small caps as I'm talking about all of this. I want you to think about small caps as an afterthought. Okay. So look at QQQE. Okay. This is really important, folks. Now, I know a lot of you are like, Roger. You don't know what you're talking about. Look at the QQQ. The QQQ is up 0.84. Okay. The MAGs are up only 0.29. Okay. The SPY is up 0.36. We're not flying off the handle here. This is where you're seeing the flying off the handle, SMH. This is, I think somebody was saying it's like 30 or 40, it's like 25, 30% of the QQQ. So when you strip away the market cap from QQQ, we're not up today, folks. We've been going straight down. We've been going straight down since 12:30 midnight. Okay. We've been going straight down. We peaked at midnight. We've been going straight down. And I hate to say I told you so, but what happens when we violate the 1.5 standard deviation from the 8-day EMA? What usually happens? Look at RSP. It's overextended. Now, we don't have divergence anymore. That's gone. But look at price data since midnight. Look at this. We couldn't make a higher high since here. We're now all the way at Friday's close on the RSP. This is Friday's close on the RSP. And now I know a lot of you, I know a lot of you are like, but the market's so bullish today. The Nasdaq's up 200 points. No, folks, no. This is where you're seeing the money. This is where it's coming from. You take away this, I'm going to say this again. You take away this, you're left with this. You're left with this. This is where we're at right now. Not here, down here. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? And it's Monday, and bonds are down. And the Dow Jones, look what the Dow Jones was, look where it opened yesterday at midnight, and look what it's been doing. Look what it's been doing. It's not moving all that much. It's up only 0.21 of a point right now. Okay? So don't get so darn excited. Don't get so darn excited about this rally. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, QQQ needs to come back right here to the 8-day EMA. Okay? You strip away the chip stocks from QQQ, forget about it. I want to see the 8-day, I want to see us right here at the 8-day EMA. Folks, things are not looking right now internally the way you think they do. You understand? What I'm trying to tell you is the market is not looking like this right now. The market is looking like this right now. Tagged we're overextended. Look what happened last time we were overextended. Do you want me to go back 20 times and show you what happens when we're overextended? This is what happens when we're overextended. This is what happens when we're over. We need a continued catalyst here. Bond market's closed. The Fed is out of business. Earnings season has not started yet. What's the major catalyst for a Monday? There isn't one. So you're going to be looking at SMH very, very closely today. And you know what will happen when SMH cools off and comes down? And I'll give you all the levels for this in a minute. You're going to have a big, big problem with QQQE because there's nothing else holding it up. As you can see right here, it's down. It's negative on the day. Negative on the 5-minute chart. We're down. We're down. We're not positive. I want to see, do you guys understand what I've been just spending the last 35 minutes talking about? Ira says eye-opening. But you see, Ira, the problem is if you get the catalyst wrong, you're going to be like looking at something that's not there. That's why I get so pissed off when you guys give me the wrong catalyst because you're going to be looking at something and you're going to be like, oh, if this goes down, the market will go down and you're like looking at something and it never happens. So don't do that. I'm putting all of it together for you. See, if you didn't know what catalysts were and how equal weighted versus balanced market, you would not have understood that the Nasdaq's not positive at all. You're seeing this. You're seeing the Nasdaq up 230 points, and I'm looking at the equal weighted Nasdaq, and I'm seeing it going down. You take away this puppy right here, you ain't got crap today, okay? How do I know that? I'm looking at it right here. I'm literally looking at it right here. Here's your proof. Take away the market cap. Here's what you got. Haven't gotten anywhere. We haven't gotten anywhere in hours. Look at this. Look at the range we've had overnight. We haven't gotten anywhere. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that, Andrew. And again, look at the bond market. Bond market is going down. The bond market is going down. It broke down below all our levels here. I have to draw all new levels. Okay? Very, 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 very important. Very, very important. Okay. So wanted to show you that. And again, Monday, very narrow momentum. So what are the red flags today? It's a Monday. The bond market's closed. The bond market's down. It's a Monday. Volatility has not gone down as the stock market makes all-time highs. The equal weighted market is not doing anything remotely what chips are doing. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? We have a big red flag. And now let me show you something interesting. Look at stocks making 50-day highs. Look at this. Look, overextended, 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 slightly overextended, 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 overextended. Do you guys understand? We have a bunch of stocks that are overextended, overextended. Okay. Yeah, it's an illusion, but I'm trying to show you, me telling you, hey guys, I don't me coming here and saying, yes, hold on a second. Futures indices. Me coming here and saying, well, the market's up 200 points, but it's not really up much. You'd be throwing bananas at me or banana peels at me. But me explaining to you what exactly is causing it to be there, now you understand all the parts. So now you could be like, oh, okay. So what you're telling us is aside from chips, there's really nothing buzzing today. And that's exactly what the problem is. All right, let's look at momentum levels. Let's see if they're getting straighter or getting worse than they were last week. So it's Monday, bonds are down, volatility's up, not down. Equal weighted NASDAQ is not up. If that's not a big red flag for you, that the equal weighted NASDAQ is not up, then I don't know what it is. All right. I know I get very passionate about this, but that's because I actually know what I'm talking about, and it actually works out most of the time. All right, so let's see what we got here. Communications all the way at the bottom. Consumer discretionary is all the way at the bottom. Do you think if we had clarity and NASDAQ was really up 200 points and if everything was on fire, do you think the two most speculative sectors would be down here, or do you think they would be up here? Healthcare, utilities. Healthcare and utilities, folks, don't go with semiconductors, and that doesn't work. Now, this isn't looking bad, but healthcare, utilities up here? No, you need to have consumer discretionary and communication up here. So you got consumer discretionary and communication down here, which is 50%. This is 50% of the NASDAQ, right? No, this is about 60% of the NASDAQ right here, right there, right there. And then you got utilities and healthcare up here. No, what I want to see up here is Bitcoin, semiconductor, technology, Russell 2000, home builders, QQQ, industrial, and these two sectors. If these two sectors are not up here, that ain't going to fly. If one is out, okay, fine. But both, that's Amazon and Meta, folks. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, right? That's not going to get us that's going to get us far. Folks, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. Let me make sure it hasn't sneaked me. All right, I'm still at 1080. And give us one thumbs up. I can't give myself another one. It'll erase mine. So I'll just one time, and that's it. One time. I would appreciate it. And it tells Google that I'm not some ass clown trying to just, market you guys. And I'm actually giving you guys some value. All right. Let's break down everything. All right. Let's break down everything. Now that we have a really good feel, now that we have a really good feel of the whole picture, now let's go deeper and break all of it down for ourselves. Okay. Got a good amount of energy today. Got a good, well rested yesterday. So S&P's up only 0.36. December's up a lot more now, pointing to a higher opening. Investors wagered that a resilient economy and further rate cuts from the Federal Reserve will continue to underpin corporate earnings. I don't know about that. I think if that was the case, VIX would be down and bonds would be up. Bonds are not up. That's higher rates right here, folks. That's higher interest rates right here, not lower interest rates. Okay. So I don't know about that. I think investors are cautiously optimistic right now. That would be the word I would use. They're cautiously optimistic. They're not running around going, yay. They're not. They're cautiously optimistic right now. I think that would be a fair word to explain where we're at right now. Equity gains were limited. Gains in equity futures are limited as the government shutdown extends into another. Does this look like to you like gains are limited? Does this look like to you the gains are limited right now in the Nasdaq? Does that look limited to you, really? I mean, sometimes these people write things and it's like they're not limited. They're just narrow. Instead of saying, see, he doesn't go as deep as I do. He just went here, saw lower, and he's like, they're limited, but they're not really that limited. They're just lopsided. Okay. Bond yields, higher bond yields, limited gains. They didn't limit the gains, but they are limited. The bond yield is going down. We're not going to have a runaway. We're not going to run away with the bride day today. Okay. Investors are focusing on a whole bunch of different stuff. Humana Surge 10, healthcare has been really on fire all last week. Hopefully, you guys made some money on that. We had a couple of stocks. I gave you guys also a bonus stock in UNH last week. Let me know if you guys made money on UNH last week. We got some negative news on Palantir. They reported battlefield communication system had flaws. The company, it's saying it's rumors. Till the company says something, I don't buy it. It's very easy to shit on somebody in the financial industry. It's very, very easy to shit on somebody. The key is not to shit on somebody, but to be accurate and explain why or why not. Like with Kathy Woods, I give you a detailed explanation why she's a fraud. I give you a mathematical, I literally give you a mathematical, I talk about risk of ruin and Sharpe ratio, and I show you how she mimics the NASDAQ 100 times three. I explain it in great detail, but it's very easy just to shit on a company. Anybody can do it. That's what an upgrade or a downgrade is. An upgrade or a downgrade usually impacts the stock for 2 days on average. The company's upgrading itself or downgrading itself. That's a different story. A dude or a lady upgrading a company or saying some nonsense, that's a 2 day event. Okay. So don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe unless the company confirms it. And remember, this is a public company. They're not going to deny things that are true. They're not going to, I mean, unless they're criminal, they're not going to do that. Okay. Service index fell to a 4 month low last week. That's not great. Global service revised higher. Don't ask. I love this part. This is my favorite part to read in the morning. How they make asses out of themselves almost every day. Goolsbee reiterated on Friday the policymakers should move cautiously with rate cuts. I agree with that. Navigating pressure to balance their inflation and employment goals. Remember, we're weak here, we're strong here. We got too much inflation and we got unemployment. It's a problem. And I'm going to tell you another problem. It's never happened before in modern history. And what they're not telling you is they have no idea how to fix it. Because if they go fixing this, it'll make this worse. If they go fixing this, it'll make this worse. Do you know how historically we get out of this mess? We have a recession. I know it's a dirty word, and I'm not telling you we're going to have it, but that's how we would reset both at the same time. I'm not telling you that's on the table, but they have a big problem. They go there, this gets worse. They go here, this gets worse. It's a huge problem. Lori Logan stated that central banks remain further from achieving its inflation, that remains further from achieving its inflation than its maximum employment goal, and reiterated that officials should take some cautious approach to cutting rates. I agree with her too. In addition, Jefferson said, with respect to the path of the policy, I will continue to evaluate the appropriate stance based on incoming data and evolving outlook. Okay, so he's saying the same thing. Stephen Moran said he would revise his inflation outlook if housing costs were to jump unexpectedly. Yeah. Although I'm not seeing that right now, but yeah. If rates go down too much, yeah, it's possible. They don't know what's going to happen. Here's my problem. My problem is, yeah, or a war, Eagle Beagle. Yes, he's right. Good morning, Eagle Beagle. He's right. Or a war. Hey, we got over 723 people here. Thank you, guys. You guys rock and roll. So, okay. So I think we're in October now. I think November is in the bag. I have a big question mark about December. I have a big question mark, and I don't like the fact that yield is going substantially higher right now. We're down now 0.76. Let's see how we're looking in real time, real quick here. And again, I apologize, but I only have two monitors here. I'm traveling. Hopefully, I'm giving you guys all the information you need to be able to trade off of this. Here, let me. Oh, look at that. All the way down. All the way down. So let me see something here. Huh. Let me close this up. Let me reset this. Let me reopen this. 1 second, folks. 1 second. 1 second. I'm just restarting the platform. Yeah, you're right, Eagle Beagle. That or war. Okay, here we go. There's that. Let's throw this away. Just got stuck all of a sudden. All right, there we go. We're back. See this? This is what I'm talking about. Look. Look. We've been going down. So we've been going straight down. We came up to my last support level and then we bounced back down from it as well. I drew this for you on Friday, by the way, and I'll redo them right now. See how we're going down? It's not good. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, let me give you the stocks that I liked from this morning. Now, this morning, I had one. Let's see if I could find some more for you right now. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. So the one I liked this morning was SOPA, SOPA. It's this one right here. Thank you, Dante. I appreciate it. SOPA, hold on. SOPA above 405. Now let's see if there's any other ones that I like so far. See, I think doing these later in the day is better for me. For you, well, not for me, for you guys. Okay. Let me now go through the rest of them, okay? Again, it's hard for me today because I have multiple, I don't have like all these screens that I usually do. Okay, here's another one. Let me write this down so we're all on the same page. SPRB above $22.05. Let me write this down. I'm doing this in real time. I'm doing this all in real time. SPRB above 22.05. Let's see if I have some other ones. Again, I apologize. I'm not as quick as I usually am, but I can't be as quick. Okay, no. No, that's AMD. No, we don't want to do leveraged AMD. That's all AMD. No. No. Hold on a second here. Yeah, this one, ONMD. ONMD above 190. Let me put that for you. OMND above, I think it was 190 that I said. Hold on, let me just double check. Yep, 190. You want me to check path? I'll take a look at. I got a couple others that I'm seeing here, but not really seeing anything that great here. Okay, I'll take a look at yours. Okay, maybe we'll find something there. Path, you want me to look at? I'll look at path. No, there's no volume on path. No way. Nope, not path. ONMD. I already gave you ONMD. Yeah, SOPA, ONMD, and SPRD. Those are the only ones. Good morning, Art. Patrick, I had a session last week in the pit about how to trade them, and I'm going to have another session today. But the way you enter them is if they take out the level that I drew for you during market hours, not pre-market hours. Okay? You would enter them only if they take out those levels that I gave you, 190, 2205, 405 during market hours, okay? And I'm going to have another session on it later this week, Patrick. And today, hey guys, you want to hear something crazy? Do you guys want to hear something crazy? We just we just hit 800 people here. We just broke our record while I'm on vacation out of town. Let me let my guys know that. Wow. We just busted our nut here. One second. I want to congratulate you all for breaking this record, for getting us 800 people in the room in the morning before the market opens. You want me to look at ONDS? ONDS? No, no, it doesn't have any, it doesn't have enough volume. Look, volume on it peaked out on volume right here. This is way overextended and volume is getting lower and lower. You don't want to touch this. Okay? Great video, first time watching you. Thank you, Prince Cash. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can review. Here's the folks, by the way, you can rewind this, you can pause this, you can go back, you can go forward, you can do whatever you want. Here's the video. And by the way, remember, I have a very, very special class today, a very special class at noon today where I'm going to teach you how to tag your trades, keep track of them, and show you all the goodies that we're doing in the pit. Here's that. And don't forget customer service live. Nothing good happens without customer service live. A lot of folks email me, Roger, how do I set this up? How do I tweak it? Do I have it correct? They're the people for that. No surprise with all the people getting on board. Hey, do you guys remember last year when we had 500 people? And I said by end of next year we're going to have 900 people. Well, we had 800 people today. All right. So yeah, we need to get over 400 thumbs up today, Bob. You got an extra work for you. All right. Who wants levels? Who wants levels? Who wants levels? You guys want levels? Thank you guys. Hey, congratulations to you guys. You're making it happen every day. I'm here live with you. We're here twice a day. Uh, all right. Uh, Good morning. Considering giving TradeZilla Pro a try. Anybody using Trade? Hey, that's I have Buck Rogers. I have the same question as you do. So, folks, do you see the question that Buck Rogers just wrote about TradeZilla? If you guys use TradeZilla instead of TradeSync or instead of TradingView, the two programs I recommend are TraderSync and TradingView. Those are the journals. Now, somebody here just brought up TradeZilla. TradeZilla is a journal that I hear about all the time. I've never used it. I hear good things about it, but I've never used it. So if you guys have used it, if you guys have tried it, if you guys like it, don't like it, please let me know so I could let other people know. The only two that I know for sure because I've used them for 20 years is TraderSync and TradingView. But again, if you have a good experience, yeah, TradingSync is awesome. But if you have a good experience with TradeZilla, please let everybody know so that we can expand our trading journal journey. Okay. So I take that very seriously. Buck Rogers, I take that seriously. I want to know too. So you see what Buck Rogers just asked? He said, good morning. I'm considering giving TradeZilla Pro a try for my journaling. Anybody using TradeZilla and any person, if you guys can answer that, I would really appreciate it because I have the same question. I just never had a chance to ask you. Okay. Uh, all right. Just yeah, I always recommend TraderSync and TradingView. I've never used TradeZilla, but I'm always curious to see how it is. Okay, let me give you guys levels. I'm excited about this. Let me give you guys levels. Levels here. Let me erase this. We'll start from scratch, and I'll give you all the levels. Okay. All right. Let's go right here. And I'll post them for you on I'll post these for you in just a few minutes on Telegram channel. Okay? People have been telling me that these levels have been really helpful to them. It only takes me a few minutes to do it, so I don't mind doing it. Anything to help you guys make money is the way I see it. Okay. Okay, here's the levels. Anything to help you guys make money. Anything. I'll sleep on the streets if I have to help you guys make money. Here, let me just move this here. That here. Again, folks, I'm juggling like three things at one time, so please bear with me. I'm trying to get this copy and paste for you. Okay. Here's this. Let me give this to you right now on the Telegram channel, okay? Here's the Telegram channel. It'll be in the free Telegram channel right now. Spy levels for the day. There you go. Okay, now let me go back here and get the QQQ levels. I have to kind of go back and forth with my sheet. Now I have to put this back here. QQQ. Let's go ahead and erase all this. I can't see the chat right now, so I can't really get. I don't know what you guys are saying right now. Matt needs his own intern. Rip and Dip, send me an email. Let me know what you think about TradeZilla, okay? I'm curious. Please let me know. Yes, the session will be really good today, Penny, I promise you. It was your idea. I got the idea from you, Penny. You gave me the idea over the weekend. It's all your fault, Penny. It's all your fault. Blame Penny. It's her idea. Opened up a can of worms, Penny. I'm just messing around. Here's that. Here's that. Okay. Let me copy these for you, paste them so you guys can have them. Okay, here's coming up. The next one's coming in hot. Where's my Telegram? Here is QQQ intraday levels. Hot off the press. There you go. Misspelled intraday. Hold on. I'm glad I could do this live here with you from another city and be almost as comfortable as I am at my regular office. Okay, now I'm giving you guys uh, hold on. Do the next one for you. Okay. The next one is SMH. Let's do SMH. Let's erase all. And this way you can also see how I'm doing it, so you can kind of mimic me if you want to. I would actually pay quite a lot of attention on the SMH levels today in light of the whole debacle with AMD. The hell's going on here? Okay, there we go. Okay, actually. There. Okay. Here's this one for you. And you don't have to copy any of this. I'm posting this on the Telegram channel. So all you got to do is copy them from Telegram. SMH levels. Watch these closely. Today, SMH is in play big time. I'm just letting you guys know that on Telegram. I'm just writing this all on Telegram for you, okay? So while you guys are SPRB's already at $32, this is what I'm saying. When I gave it to you, it was at $22. So this we'll have to re-examine that. I don't have any control over these, obviously, as you could see. I wish I did. Uh, okay, there's that. Let me now give you the next one. Okay, so what am I missing? I'm missing, we got QQQ. I'm missing Russell 2000 and bonds. IMW. Let's do that. We're almost done, folks. And then I'll give you your stocks for today. And then I'll bid you farewell. Here's that. Here's that. Here's that. Here's that. And here's that. Okay. Let me get you these. Okay, here are your IWM. We only have bonds left. Let me just put that here. Again, folks, it's hard to do this when you don't have, 3 or 4 monitors around, but I'm doing my best. Here is IWM, and let's do bonds, okay? Let's do bonds. What is a good broker? Depends, John. If it depends if you're doing futures or if you're doing stocks. Stocks, Interactive is okay. Thinkorswim is actually not that bad. Tastyworks, people really like Tastyworks. And remember, E-Trade was just bought out by Merrill, I think, so they're pretty hot too. It's something. It just depends on what works for you. Let me go ahead and erase this. Bear with me, folks. We're almost done, and then I'll give you my stocks, okay? Hey, what can I do? We got to follow our rules. Remember, it may not open up there. But do you see the power of these high volume stocks? They're not your grandmother's stocks. They get a lot of firepower. A lot of firepower. Okay, that's pretty good right there. Let me get this to you, and then I'll give you my large caps, and I'll go through the small caps again, and I'll give you my prognosis. I want to see what SMH has been doing the last couple hours. Here's the bond levels for you. And this way you get to see how I write them out, how I find them and how I draw them as well. Full transparency. Okay. TLT levels. Watch these and SMH very, very closely today. Don't know how else to spell that for you. Okay. All right. So now let me give you large cap stocks. Let me give you large cap stocks, okay? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. I'll start with the short side first. Right. Short side first. VRSK. Possible A line to the downside if it breaks our VWAP from 2 weeks ago. Remember, the VWAP has to trade below 243, but it looks like it's setting up to be an A line to the downside. DE could be a potential A line to the downside. It needs to break below this level right here, 456 first. Honeywell could be a potential A line to the downside. Now, right here, if this baby breaks below 208.33, you got yourself an A line. And folks, if I'm going too fast, this is like TiVo. Remember TiVo? You can rewind this, you can go back, you can go forward. Here's the link. You could do it in real time right now. DPZ. We need to go DPZ. We need to break 423.61, and then you have an A line to the downside. Notice we have a substantial amount of A lines to the downside. Now, let me give you regular stocks to the downside, and then I'll go through the small caps again, and then I got to get out of here. All right, Colgate to the short side, Bros to the short side, AMT to the short side. I like this AMT business. I'll go through the small caps again right now. That looks beautiful right here. Let me circle. That's a beautiful looking stock right there. CHH. Nice looking short. And POWI. Okay, now let me give you my longs, okay? CFG, that's a potential A line to the upside as soon as it breaks above this line right here. Beautiful A line right there. Beautiful A line. APA looks like it's setting up to be an A line. Are you guys getting value out of this? Real value, like actionable value out of this? APA? Wes, somebody actually over the weekend asked me if Wes at WEC was a good A line, and I like it a lot. It's perfect, actually. Very nice A line. It's on my list. Somebody found this using the scanner themselves. So good job. Good job. Now, regular stocks that I like: HCA, healthcare. Good, 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 good. HCA, Apple. I like Apple still. I like it's not overextended. Most stocks are overextended. Apple is not. Go figure. CVS. And remember, folks, it's Monday. Monday, I usually don't do anything till the second half of the day. I'm very, very selective on Mondays. Mondays are like Fridays for me. This is overextended. This needs to come back to the eight day right here. It's way overextended right now. But I like oil stocks right now. AFL. Good. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Eagle Beagle says super value. Dragon says yes. Sure. Oh, it was you, Dragon. Thank you, Don. See, Don, good job. Good job. It's we do this together. See, AFL. See, that's what I want. I want you guys to send me good quality stocks that I like, that fit my criteria. Now, I same thing. This needs to come down to the 8 day. You can see it right here. Right there. Needs to come back to this area right here. Okay. All right. Now let's take a look at those small cap stocks that we looked at a few minutes ago or an hour ago, whatnot. Oh, my back is hurting me. Okay. SOPA still above 405. SPRB. Holy moly. This thing went from our old price was 2205. Our new price is now 3770. 3770, okay? 3770. I can't control but that's what you get when you see volume like this. You get moves like that. That's the kind of moves I'm looking for. I just can't control when it happens. ONMD, same thing here. Here we have to go above 205. 205. You know what? Actually, you don't even need to go to 205. You can go lower here. You can go 190 here. 190. You can go 190 on this. 190. ONMD 190. Can I check AMDL? Yeah, well, it's AMD. This is just AMD. You're just looking at this. Tim, AMDL, that's just AMD. Femi, let's look at Femi. Femi doesn't look bad. Actually, you know what? I can add Femi because volume is already higher than yesterday. We can add Femi above a dollar. Here, good one. Femi above $1. Actually, you know what? Scratch what I just said. Above 105. 105 because I don't want it below the 200 day. So I only want it above, I want it like right here. Or like right there, I want it. Right here. Okay? See that right there? Above this line. I don't want this to peak out. This is a resistance level. I want it around here, 105. Okay? All right. Now, before we conclude, let me give you a few more links. A few links. Put this here. Here's the link for the VIP room. I will be talking about the pit today, where our win rate is still 94%, and it's been 94% for a long time. I'm going to show you how those trades work, how I tag those trades for myself, all that stuff. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. You want me to look at Plug? All right, I'll look at Plug. It's not really a small cap stock, but I'll look at it anyway. Here. Plug here. Uh, Look, why would I add Plug to my list today? Last week, not this week. It's got no volume. I'm not interested in Plug whatsoever. And neither is the market. And we're overextended over the 8-day EMA. And you should also know that Plug is not really a small cap stock. It's a meme stock. It's a big difference between small cap stocks and meme stocks. This is a stock that was a $75 stock at one time. It's very little, big difference between a small cap stock and a meme stock. Okay? All right. Now, where are you guys? Let me find you again. All right. I gave you all your links. I gave you your instructions. I gave you everything you need to know. If you have any questions, you can email me at roger@rogerscott.com. I will see you at noon. And at noon today, let me tell you what I'll be talking about. I'll be talking at noon today how to tag your trades, which type of trades we focus on in the pit, directional breakout confirmation trades, directional pullback confirmation trades, directional breakout non-confirming trades, directional pullback non-confirming trades, straddles and strangles, and I'm also going to tease you with my next incarnation of data miner, which is going to be able to do straddles and strangles, and I'll explain to you how that's going to happen. And I'm not talking about like a year from now. I'm talking about like a month from now, maybe less. And we'll talk about the option selection process. We're going to do that all in the room. It'll all be about the pit and how I generate those winners. Now, looking at the market right now, we've been kind of going down since 8 o'clock here. Look, really been going down. We're not really all that bullish right now. RSP, look at RSP, guys. Look at RSP. Look at RSP. Look at the bond market. Look at the gap down. We got 89.11 till we start filling in the gap. Look at QQQE. Look at QQQE. It's just kind of sitting around here. I would be very, very cautious today. I would be very, very cautious today. It's Monday. Volatility is high. Government is closed. We don't have a major catalyst. And again, bonds are lower. They're not higher. We're not seeing anything except for chips. Be cautious. What a good scenario that we may end up seeing today. Let me just show you something we may end up seeing today. What we may end up seeing today is the Dow, this start cooling off a little bit, and the Dow diverging from it, turning slightly negative or just kind of hovering around there. Be careful. Do not do anything except liquidate over the first half hour, and I will see you guys later. I'll do nothing other than take profit for the first hour of this market to find itself. Absolutely 100% agreed. Ciao, everybody. Bye. Hopefully, this was a good session, and hopefully, I wasn't too bad from somebody who's completely outside of my comfort zone. I'm in a hotel right now with like two laptops, so it's a little difficult. I'll see you guys at noon. Be careful today. Don't go rushing into any trades, okay? Don't go hot and heavy today. Don't. No, 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 not today. Respect those levels I've shown you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Have a fantastic day. I don't have to get in trouble with anybody today. I'm not in the office. Clyde's not going to be upset at me, and I'll give you a heads up when I land back, which will be tonight.